to today's People to People. I'm Jewel Hillary in for Micah Mater. Let's go ahead and get started. As part of an effort to boost the business community that surrounds the faith community of St. Sabina, the church held a Shark Tank style competition with $150,000 on the line for the winner. Many came forward, but it got down to 3 lucky finalists. Karen Roberts took first place. She owns Just Sandwiches. We also have Key Arthur Askew, owner of Askew & Sons, as well as Regina Jackson, owner of Carnigo, and one of the judges of this month's competition, Carlos Nelson from the Greater Auburn Gresham Development Corporation. All right, a mouthful, but congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much for being here with us. It's great to have you. Congratulations, winners.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Carlos, thank you for being here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, again, congratulations to all. Miss Karen, you won first place, and your sandwich is right here. I'm smelling them. So, you know, that just has them tantalizing me right now, but I'm not going to touch them. So just talk about winning the competition and what it was like going through the process.
It actually was almost too good to be true a little bit, because it was like, oh, you just submit your business plan. It's like, most competitions, you got to put a video, you got to do all this and that and everything like that. So, but it was still, you know, I didn't know it was over 80 business plans that had come in.
Oh, wow.
So that was definitely starch competition, because any of those businesses could have been the top winners and really thrived in Auburn Gresham.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, speaking of Auburn Gresham, Carlos, in terms of the winner and all who were involved, talk to us a little bit more about what was required of the winner in terms of the location and where they had to be set up.
Well, absolutely. So as Karen mentioned, we did get 80 respondents, and this idea that Reverend Pfleger had for Black History Month to do something different, something a little more powerful, and he came up with this Shark Tank idea. And one of the things was we wanted something that would impact our community, right? We wanted to look at something sustainable, something that would have economic impact as well. And most importantly, that business had to reside in Auburn Gresham. So if it didn't already exist in Auburn Gresham, it had to commit to coming to the Auburn Gresham community, which is where the faith community of St. Sabina is anchored. Okay,
and so Regina, I'm going to put you on the spot next. Okay. Talk to us about your business, Carnigo, right?
Yes, it is Carnigo. And it's actually a pre-venture, so it's a carnival-themed limited service restaurant I'm looking to open in the Auburn Gresham area. But I still now have to go through a few more channels, which is fine. So you'll find me at local festivals, including the Renaissance Festival in September.
Okay. And how did this competition, how did it help you in terms of just, you know, expanding your business plan and just potentially getting out there more in the community?
In a lot of ways, actually, because I just had the idea in October. And I wrote my business plan in those few months, and I submitted to NOF grant, and then after that to the St. Sabina Shark Tank grant. And with that, they just kind of honed in on my business plan and pointed out some errors that I was missing in my numbers and things like that. I am new, like normally I work full time, so this entrepreneur lane is something that's different for me. And so I actually had Stephanie of Brown Sugar Bakery to kind of mentor me a little bit, walk through my business plan with me. So it gave me a different point of view and a different lane to look at, like, oh, instead of trying to open up the brick and mortar so quickly, how about you start at those festivals? How about you do some pop-ups like she's been doing for years? So that's where I am now.
Okay, so got a lot of education behind it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And Mr. Key Arthur, with Askew & Sons, talk to us about your business.
Well, we are a lawn care business, but we do more work inside the aldermen's wards and crime prevention and abandoned buildings and safe way of parkways that overgrowth onto sidewalks. So we try to do a lot of safe passage areas as well, and clearing these areas out of doors open in buildings.
And so in terms of crime prevention, meaning like getting a lot of the vacant lots and buildings cleared so that
of debris and high and something that sometimes the city, you know, is backlogged on for years. they'll send us in. We do a lot of work in the 6th Ward of clearing these safe passage ways for these, for kids to, be able to get to school without, being abducted or, pulled into these abandoned buildings.
Okay. And so what prompted you to apply for the Shark Tank competition through St. Sabina?
I thought that it would be a good idea to try to see if I can get in there so I can get some more young people off the street, to work with us, and more funding to expand what we're doing in these wards, because they need a lot of help.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And Carlos, what's the plan in the future for additional Shark Tank programs like this through St. Sabina?
Well, absolutely. So the talk has already begun.
Okay.
Reverend Pfleger raising more funds. And since this inaugural Shark Tank, there have been other funders already knocking on the door. In fact, miraculously, UIC, the University of Illinois Chicago, came up with $10,000 for the fund. There are other interested investors as well. And just think about, Regina mentioned having a Stephanie Hart of Brown Sugar Bakery as a coach, and Stephanie was one of the judges. Think about having a Norman from Norman's Bistro, Norm Bolden from Norman's Bistro, and his years of experience available as a coach. Think about having Ariel Capital, Dana and Kirby, as a coach and all of their experiences. Think about having a Jory Luster from the owner of Luster Products and supporting this Shark Tank, and also Montel Gales from Black Leadership Institute. And you wrap that all up and you bring Greater Auburn Gresham Development Corporation, whose mission it is to grow and continue the economic movement of Auburn Gresham. I mean, this was like the perfect match, and I'm so excited when you have a Just Sandwiches who's pulled herself up by the bootstraps and been at the 79th Street Renaissance Festival and catering, corporate catering, as well as the Carnival approach, which is awesome. She will also be a vendor at the festival and looking to site a location at 79th and Halsted. And then this brother, Askew, hiring hard to employ individuals from the community. I mean, this is definitely something that there should be another surge, not only one Shark Tank out of St. Sabina, there should be a number of Shark Tanks throughout the city of Chicago.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely looking forward to the next one through St. Sabina, but like you said, definitely should be all across the city. Congratulations again to all of you on your success. I know the money is a big help, but as you all mentioned, it's not just the money, but the resources and education that you have as well in those networks. So thank you for joining us, and best of luck in your future ventures.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you can check out Just Sandwiches at 1207 West 63rd Street or visit them online at justsandwiches.com. And learn more about the Greater Auburn Gresham Development Corporation at gagdc.org. For more information on the services from Askew & Son, visit propertycarechicago.com. All right, still ahead, if you've got a delicious idea like Just Sandwiches, there's a world-class food business incubator right here in Chicago. We'll have those details after the break.